Marquez earlier this week, or maybe it was last week, I forget. He was talking about sort of an iron sharpens iron thing right now. But what kind of challenges are your guys getting out of those receivers? Drill after drill, rep after rep.
Yeah, iron does sharpen iron. We got a good group of receivers. I think one of the most talented in our conference. From top to bottom. So we're working well with each other. They're running a lot of nice, crisp routes. So it's good to be able to go against guys in which that give you that kind of work. So you're ready to go on game day. So it's been great.
Different styles of guys, right? Bub's a bigger guy.
That's right. Right, Bub's a deep kind of guy. He's a very physical kind of guy. And then you got Kanati as a real quick, slashy receiver. Runs pretty good routes. Got unbelievable ball skills on the deep half of the field. But those are a couple of guys right there.
Knowing that you guys are going to face a couple of really strong passing attacks in the first couple of weeks, how much urgency does that add to your room?
Well, that's what we do all the time, every single day, all right? On the practice field, again, we're getting tested like that within our offense, so it's something that gets us prepared well for game day. And then when the game comes, as we start transitioning the game week mentality, I think it even goes up even another level, and we're already at a high level trying to stop, what you're speaking of as well.
Archie now has a year with you. How has MJ improved? What have you seen from him?
A lot better with his technique, a lot more understanding about everything that's going on around him as far as linebackers as well as, safety rotations, because he played a little bit of safety as well last year. So he's able to up his game based on his technique, being able to be at those different positions as he has been.
What did you lose in Damari, and who can replace what Damari did?
Well, Damari is a great player. We've had a lot of great players. With that being said, it's the next man up mentality. So it's the next challenge to get the next Damari Mathis, which is more importantly themselves. But I think we've got a really good depth at the position. So it's going to be exciting this year to really kind of watch guys who is going to step in those shoes. But I'm sure there'll be someone.
Pat told us that Ryland's had a really great camp and he showed things. How have you seen him grow, and will we be seeing some more snaps of him, well, some snaps, period, of him this year?
Yeah, well, he's a very, very intelligent young freshman. He's very twitchy. He's very physical, all great natures that I love. I love a physical guy. But we'll see how the future, never know what holds in the future. I'd love to be able to see him out there. All he's got to do is continue to work as he's done each and every day since he's been here. So he's been a joy to be able to get him down here and be able to coach him early, which has even helped him into the fall camp, because he knows everything, what to expect and how to prepare for practice as well as attack the day.
Where has AJ improved from the spring game up until now?
AJ Woods, again, his foot lateral quickness is a lot better right now. He's positioning his hands a lot better. He's a lot more confident. He got a lot of snaps last year, over the last couple of years as well. Maybe not in regards to the starts, but he's got a lot of snaps on under his belt. So he'll be ready to go. I'm not worried about AJ Woods one iota.
Cornerback is a difficult position. There's a lot of good quarterbacks in the ACC. How difficult? What kind of a challenge is that for a freshman like Andy?
Shoot, it all depends on your mindset. If you don't think about it, you go through understanding and just come to each practice with your fundamental and technique, and you take that to the game. I'll tell you one thing that I've noticed about Gandy, as you ask about that, is on scrimmage days, he's the same person. He's still trying to be fundamentally sound. He still plays with physicality, and he goes attacking the run game as well. So, it all depends on each person is different within that. Some people kind of look at games and get a little bit more nervous. I don't think he's one of those guys at all.
Given how much MJ and AJ played last year, do you feel like you've got a new starter, or just you feel like you're just kind of going with the same guys as you had just because they were on the field?
No, and most of those guys, all three of those guys got over 400 plus snaps under their belts. So I look at it as those guys have already been there. They know what to expect from game day. They understand the crowd of the game. They understand the other team. They understand the motivation it takes to play the game. So I look at them as all three starters right now because of the amount of snaps that they have and the competitive nature they have. And then most importantly, those guys staying together each and every day. They're competing with each other, but they love each other too. So they learn from each other too, so which is good, which is great.
Rashad did a lot in the Delta last year. Is that where you're going to see a lot of him this year, or is he moving around?
Yeah, Rashad's a very talented player. I'm very excited to see what he does here throughout games this year. But he will be playing a little bit of star. But he'll be outside on the outside lane too. So everybody's just got to keep working right now. Obviously, we're transitioning a little bit, but it'll be good for him to keep stacking good practices, and then he'll be out there on the outside lane too.
One or two more for Coach?
is he kind of emerged as the fourth guy? I mean, you have those three starters that you talked about, but you like to rotate. I mean, you need a fourth guy. Is he kind of the top candidate there?
Yeah, we're still going through fall camp. We got a big scrimmage tomorrow, so we'll see how everything goes tomorrow. But yeah, that's where he's positioning himself too. And you never know, he could fight to be the number 3. Who knows? Right now, all we try to do is get better each and every day. So compete with each other. Coming out here having a goal, and then he should have a goal of trying to be a starter one day.
Quite a few new head coaches and coordinators in your conference. Does that change your approach on entering the season at all?
That's a great question, because we do have a lot of new offensive coordinators. So, we have done a lot of summer studies and understanding who those particular people are and what they like to do. But it does change a little bit because you don't have those 4 or 5 years of good study on a team. But we'll be ready to go on that.